watching me on Let's Talk, and my name is Niharika. Well, today I have a question for you. Now, it is important that you are really honest with your answer. Deal? Okay then. Well, here's the question. As a kid, how did you learn the very first words you ever knew? Did you learn it in kindergarten? Or did you learn it at a play school? Or did you actually learn it through books? Well, that's impossible. You were a baby after all. Well, the honest answer is that you simply heard words over and over again, and there, your brain picked up new words just like that. Every night during bedtime, your mother would say that, "Hey honey, go to bed." You listened to that and you actually learned. And that's exactly how you learn to be fluent in any language. So to become fluent in English, you must first learn to listen to it. So pay attention while I help you learn to listen and get fluent in English just like a native speaker. Now here's the first thing that you can do. Be a copycat. Now you can learn to listen and understand English really well if you become a copycat. Now, I'm not trying to be funny. Well, it's actually true. If you copy or imitate native English speakers long enough, you will start talking just like them. Now, a lot of you are probably not exposed to native speakers because you live in a non-English speaking country. Well, don't worry. You can actually speak fluent English by learning to listen to native speakers on a personalized, flexible online learning platform. Yes, that's true. Well, you can do this through a website called Lingoda. Now, many of my students have actually tried it, and I am really amazed at how much their English has actually improved. Now with Lingoda, you have the option of taking group classes or private classes. In fact, they have teachers available 24/7. So it's actually super easy for you. You can actually schedule your class according to your time, especially if you're a very busy person and have a very limited time to learn English. Well, you get to speak and listen to native English teachers from all around the world. And to be honest, these native teachers are extremely qualified and they love their jobs. So, happy teachers equals to happy students, right? Well, now these classes last for almost 60 minutes. So that's 1 full hour of learning to speak and listen to native speakers. In a group class, you would be 1 among 5 students. And even though if it's a group class, everyone gets equal participation in discussing various topics. And you gain access to anything between 10 to 30 group classes. In fact, even the private classes are great too. I have personally tried a couple of these sessions and they are really good. Now, Lingoda has different monthly plans, which are pretty much reasonably priced, and you can look at it as an investment to improve your English. Am I right? But then, you are a Let's Talk subscriber. So in fact, we have requested Lingoda for a discount too. So what you need to do is use this code mentioned right here at the time when you are signing up for the course. There's a link that is mentioned in the description. Now you will get a $50 discount on your first monthly subscription. You get to choose topics that you want to discuss and hear about. So imagine how much you're learning with these native speakers, right? So if I were you, I would grab this chance to becoming fluent in English with the help of native speakers. Oh yes, I almost forgot to tell you something very important. When you complete a course with Lingoda, you actually get a certificate that acknowledges your ability to read, write, listen, and speak English very well. Because this certificate is actually recognized by CEFR, which is Common European Framework of Reference, which is recognized worldwide. These certificates can be used for university or visa applications as well. So guys, what are you waiting for? Well, do go ahead and subscribe to these monthly plans on Lingoda so that you become a fluent English speaker. So guys, do try out Lingoda and let me know how did you find it. Now here's the next thing that you can do is shadowing technique. Yes, now this is another way to play a copycat. Now obviously Lingoda is the best way, but why not have some real fun while improving your listening skills? Well, all you need to try is a technique called shadowing. Now, what do you think a shadow does? Well, it does everything you do. Well, you have to be the shadow of someone else's speech. Try picking up your favorite actor and mimic his or her way of talking. You know, shadow the way the rhythm of his voice goes up and down while talking. In fact, pay attention to how he or she pronounces certain words which are kind of different from your pronunciation. Maybe you pronounce it in a different manner, but try doing that. In fact, the other day I tried shadowing a speech given by former US President Mr. Obama, and my family thought I was like nuts. But hey, I was having a lot of fun, and we learned to listen to the unique way he talks. So yes, my friends, shadowing a good English speaker is your tip to speaking like them. So go ahead and have some fun with it. Listen to them, copy them, and then talk fluently just like them. Here's the next thing, the sounds in English. Now, those who learn to speak English very well always try to listen carefully for certain sounds made in words. Yeah, certain sounds may seem quite strange to you because it's so different from the sound you make while talking in your own language. For example, the j sound. Now, the j sound to pronounce the word vision does not exist in your language. That's quite possible, right? However, you need to listen carefully by paying close attention to the mouth movements made by native speakers to form sounds like the j or the th sound, like in thank you. Now, it's not the th, but it is with the air blowing out of your lips as you say it. It's like thank you, right? So pick up on individual sounds and the way you will listen to native speakers more effectively. Now, this will help you get the right accent, the correct pronunciation, and then guess what? Get you fluent in no time. What's the next thing that you can do? Well, connected speech. A lot of my students tell me that native English speakers speak in a very funny manner. One student, in fact, last week told me that some native speakers tend to eat up their words. Now, if you listen properly, you will indeed find that native speakers sound like they are eating up their words. Why do they do that? Well, because they use the technique of connected speech. Yes, they actually use this technique while talking. All fluent English speakers do that. Now, what does exactly this really means? Connected speech is talking in a way where you don't always pronounce words separately with a neat pause in between. In fact, many words affect each other when you say them in a sentence. The end sound of one word often affects the beginning of the next word. So, let me help you with an example. A native speaker would say that I will take a part of it next year. Okay, now the sentence actually is, I will take a part of it next ear. However, individual words are not pronounced separately, okay? Words are actually linked or joined, and some sounds are sometimes even eliminated to form a different sounding word. So part of it becomes part of it, okay? Because the T in part gets linked to the O in the word of. So always listen carefully for connected speech. This will help you understand and, of course, speak fluently in English a lot more, right? And then here's the last point, mindset. Listening is something you have to consciously do it. You have to tell your mind that you will take in all the information that you hear. So don't listen only with your ears open. Open your mind to the right attitude of learning as much as you can. And as you learn to listen with an open mind, you'll actually see that you need to learn new ways of saying things and unlearn the old ones. I mean, I'm sure it is a challenge, but a very possible one. Yes, it's very much possible thing to do. So always have the right mindset to learning, and you will learn if you believe you can. So guys, thank you so much for watching me today. Hope you have taken down the points that I have actually mentioned in today's video. Please do follow them and hope they are really helpful to you to become a good listener and eventually a fluent English speaker. I will see you all soon. Till then, keep learning. Take care.